Good morning, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd in the kitchen. I'm following up on a video I made the other day where you might have missed it because it was long. I was working with you. Basically, I was taking up time to be with you while you worked, and I was cricketing, but I talked about shrimp and grits a little bit. But that video it's got a little bit of information in it. When you want to work on a project or work out or whatever, and you don't want to be alone or you don't want to be bored, just put it on and let's work together. But back to the shrimp and grits. I said I didn't like most shrimp and grits because they're greasy. It's just a puddle of grease sitting on top of some thick old nasty grits made with a bunch of milk product, and milk products really don't agree with my stomach. So I'm gonna show you how I do it, and you can see if that works for you. But here we go. This is my setup. Got my grits water going. I got my frying pan a little warmed up, and I added just a drizzle of olive oil across the pan, and I added 2 pats of butter with that, so those two are blending nicely. This is just enough to cook my shrimp in, not enough to cause a problem though. But what you're going to see is the shrimp are going to add flavor to all of this, and then it's going to be the bridge between the shrimp and the grits. So let's get in here. I had frozen shrimp. I rinsed them off till they were pretty much not frozen anymore. And now I'm going to use my quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at this. You know what it is. Don't go far. Yeah, my quad, but he can't cross this line right here, and he knows. So here we go. Season them up and then get them cooking. I actually think it's important for you to watch this step. That's how much seasoned salt I put, because shrimp are very delicate, and it's not that many of them, and they come from the water, which is kind of seasoning enough in itself, you know what I'm saying? They don't need a lot of salt. They got all these other flavors, and again, remember I said salt is to make all the flavors identifiable in a dish. It's not for flavor itself. Alright, I'm cooking these on a relatively low temperature because they were previously frozen, and I want them to cook a little slower in case, there's a little ice left. Look at this, kisses, because they were still kind of frozen. So I want to cook them a little bit slower than normal. Then, fresh shrimp, you would just get that heat in a nice medium area and put them in there and flip them and this and that. But I want to make sure all the ice is out. And see, it's slowly cooking. But yeah, let's get our grits in this water. But first, we got to salt the water, because we're not going to be able to taste nothing if we don't. This water, you put a little bit more salt than not, because it's coming from just the bag. I mean, water and grits, you need that. I just added a little bit more water to my grits water because somebody said, I think I would like to have grits with cheese. So we're going to make sure we do that for him. Not whatever. We're going to have a few more grits than we were. Alright, so I flipped my shrimp and I cranked the heat up a little bit because they thawed out. And I got my grits in the water. And you see they doing that popping thing. If anybody who hate cooking grits or frying chicken because they pop, well, chicken, just keep your fire in the medium range. Don't crank it all the way up and have all that popping going on. But for grits, the secret is just keep stirring while they cook, and it won't have the opportunity to pop like usual, because you'll be working out those air bubbles and water pockets that make the pops happen in the first place. So just stir while you're cooking. Because I'm doing 2 things, I had to take my eyes off the grits briefly, so that's why we got, splatter. But just stir them while they cook, and no pops, or very few. my shrimp are done, I'm gonna take them off the heat, set them to the side while I make my grits bowls, get my butter and sugar. Yes, turn it off now if you don't like the sugar thing, but you get the idea. A little bit of sugar and some butter, and then there'll be a nice bed for these beautiful shrimp. And you see all that liquid in there? It's not grease, it's olive oil and butter mixed with lovely shrimp flavoring, which is going to bridge our grits to our shrimp and make them all cohesive. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want right there. Grits. Alright, don't overcook the shrimp. They just need to be curly and pinkish and opaque. You should not be able to see through them. They should be nice and white inside right there. But don't overcook them, because you're going to be doing yourself a disservice. That's how much butter I got in here, about 2 packs. That's 2 tablespoons. There's lines on the butter pack, in case you were wondering. But yeah, 2 packs. And there you go. For this one, I gotta make sure the cheese is visible, because he won't believe me if it's all melted in there. But yeah, here we go. Gotta make sure a little bit of that broth gets in there to be that bridge to make this flavor go with that flavor. And now they all happy together and stuff. And not a big pile of grease on a pile of milk. Ugh. I'm just saying. We need something green. Alright, a little bit of parsley or cilantro, whatever you like. I chose cilantro. We into it. Boom. He don't get none, because he not going to eat none of it. Have a great day. My bad. We got to get to the part where they say, that thing good.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.